Yeah, it's a funny Friday. I tell you, this spiced rum, boy, it is good. I may turn this segment over to John Cronkite and go sit over there and have a rum and coke. But I have been playing around lately with, this alter ego news person voice. And, if you really want a solid gold newsman, we got the best in the business on our team, that's for sure. My buddy joins us right now in a special guest appearance today. He's always with us in spirit, but Frank Morano joins us on Zoom from the car as he's zooming home. How are you, pal?
That's right. I'm trying to beat Tropical Storm Faye as I race home to accomplish the very important task of taking a nap prior to departing for America's Playground, Atlantic City, where I hope I will see some of our viewers tonight or tomorrow. I know Susan Rochester Zacconi is coming out there tonight. Susan, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the lobby bar at the Ocean. And I believe tomorrow we're going to see both Loren Conlon and Zen Sams. Looking forward to seeing you guys. And it should be quite an interesting crowd all around.
All right, so Frank, a couple things I need your help with. First of all, I know you've been popping in when you can and watching, and your advice is, always the best. But right. I have been trying as much as I can to spread the word about all your new great things you're starting, the different shows and all that stuff. And I see like an outpouring of love for you on social media and everything that, I think you're just about to blow up. I think they say to kids, hashtag about to blow up. No? Is that it, Jess?
Well, who knows? But I will tell you this, John. I appreciate mentioning that. I'm starting my new program on WABC this Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m., which I'm very excited about. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, you could go. You can go. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but I will tell you this. You've seen this, John, that whenever you do something that's in the public eye, you see people going out of their way to slam you for past misconduct or past alleged misconduct. What I'm going to do this Sunday, like let's say people don't like an interview I do or an opinion I give, they might say, oh, what does Frank know? He was once blank. So what I am going to do this Sunday is all of my haters the trouble. And this Sunday, between 7 and 9 p.m., I am going to list every single negative thing about me that is in the public domain. Every single thing that you can find in hours and hours of negative Google searches about me, I am going to bring to the listener's attention to save you the trouble, because you don't have to go to the New York Radio message board or to Facebook and say, "Oh, don't listen to Frank. He's a political hack who wastes
yes,
taxpayer
I
money.
am a political hack."
So
my favorite name for you, and you must use it, but my favorite name that you're quoted in the press as is political gadfly. Frank Morano, gadfly. If you look up gadfly as a word, you'll crack up laughing. Did we lose Frank?
Yeah, I got you now, John.
Oh, okay, I hear you. Yeah, I like the political gadfly. I always send it to you when they write it, but why are you a gadfly?
I don't know. That's a good one. I got to find, the Staten Island Advance, they were always the ones that would call me a gadfly, but I have to see now that they have a paywall if I can still access those articles. But yes, that's a popular one.
Frank, I'm sure you know, but today we booked basically no guests, and I'm asking different friends of the show and stuff to call in. They message us and send us things, and we had Dabby Carreras there and just a little while ago.
Yeah, I saw him. He was great.
And you're, of course, a special guest appearance, but, this is your show as much as mine, so you come on whenever you want. But as a part of the other things that you might want to add to the list of what you're guilty of, I was thinking about, like, old stories before I knew about this, but you are guilty of, running out of gas and at the same time not having $1 in your pocket to buy new gas.
Right.
Do you remember that story?
I do. No, that's a true story. That was about 10 and a half years ago, and you came to my rescue. And not only did I run out of gas, but I did not have any money to purchase more gasoline. So you not only paid for the gas, but we went to a gas station. You had your driver at the time, Scott, drive us to a gas station. We filled, we got a container of gas, but then we got back to my car, and our problem was we had no way to funnel the gasoline into my gas tank. So I walked all along Port Richmond Avenue asking business owners and shopkeepers, none of whom could speak English, if they could give me like a screwdriver and a funnel, or even at some point, I think I ultimately settled for a paper plate and something to push it. But you had, creatively, as you always do, fashioned a piece of campaign literature from former city councilman Ken Mitchell into a funnel that you used to funnel the gasoline. So,
you know,
I believe you've been burned.
Yeah, Frank, you've been talking politics all week, all 6 hours a day. I just thought maybe we would fool around about the good old days, because, and I was telling Dabby, and I said it before, I told you, but I'm literally brimming with pride to be your friend, to see all the greatness you're achieving, and I know in my heart how hard you have been working for that your whole life. So people should take notice and point to this guy as an example, if you ask me.
I appreciate that, unless I'm just a tremendous flop, and then it's probably an example of someone to point to as a series of poor career choices.
All right, well, you know what they say, you know what I mean? It's not, look, should I do a Joe Biden right now and forget the quote? But, it's not how hard you go down, it's how fast you get up, And,
I like it.
So
I like it.
I'm not worried.
That's no malarkey.
I'm not worried either way. Thanks for calling in. And, if you see anything objectionable, anytime, you just, call right in. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully next week on WLIR, where Frank is broadcasting right now, out to Hampton Bays. I'm hoping to be on the 3 John panel again next week. Well, he looks good frozen in just that position. He's pondering whether or not he's going to let me come on next week. But that's the great Frank Morano, my buddy. And if I showed you, he used to host a show when he was like 10 on CTV here in Staten Island. It was called Morano Vision. And I still have him in my phone till today as Morano Vision, because he has quite the vision. Buddy, thank you so much. You're the bomb. I love you.
Thank you, John. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
See you Saturday. Yes, sir.
Bye.
All right, brother. We'll take a quick break. Come on back right after this with another hour of Liquid Lunch.